This is SSPTV News, brought to you by Samsung Productions and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
You have 3 opportunities to learn about the final frontier with a local astronomy club this summer. We'll preview some star parties next. Greetings, fellow Earthlings, and thank you for watching today. I'm Ken Carr with your local information. 50 years ago, Hurricane Agnes hit northeastern Pennsylvania, causing devastating floods around the region. We'll have a special 2-part feature on Agnes for you Thursday and Friday on SSPTV News. You can also get tickets to see a locally produced documentary about Agnes at the FM Kirby Center on June 29th, with showings at 1 p.m. and 7:30 p.m. Tickets are $10 each and can be purchased by calling the FM Kirby Center box office at 570-826-1100. I'm excited about today's news feature because it's about space and how all of us can enjoy the summer night sky. Here's Lisa Sugart.
If you're looking for a really unique event, well, we have 3 to tell you about, and they're all being hosted by the Greater Hazleton Area Astronomical Society. Today, I'm pleased to be joined by Rick Giannani. Rick is the treasurer and also a board member for the Greater Hazleton Area Astronomical Society. Rick, first of all, tell us about the organization. For somebody who is not familiar with it, what's the mission? What's it all about?
Our astronomy club has been around for about 45 years. It was formed in 1977 by a young group of astronomers. They were just looking to get together, share common interests. Like I said, we've been around for that long. We hold our meetings on the second Saturday of every month at the Hazel Township Commons Building. There we have presentations about astronomy, a little show and tell, just some general camaraderie, because there are no other clubs around here for astronomy. There's some in Allentown. I know there's one up in Scranton. It's like-minded people. You get together, we share ideas. You learn a lot from having that kind of company.
Have people been getting more involved in this as a hobby, especially with, that we had COVID, we're coming off COVID, were people thinking, hey, this is something fun I can do with my family when they weren't able to be out and about?
What I found in general is astronomy, you may have been interested in as a child, and well, life happens and you get into it in your later years. During COVID, we picked up about 10 members, through various means, through our meetings and stuff, because they couldn't do their regular hobby.
Now, the organization is hosting these star parties, which sound really interesting. The first one, June 25th at Locust Lake State Park, then on July 9th at Hickory Run, and on August 13th at Nescopec. What's involved in a star party? Why should we want to go?
Well, what we do is I conduct about a half-hour to 45-minute presentation. Just giving you some background about telescopes, how to read the night sky. And from that point on, once that presentation is done, our club members have telescopes and binoculars set up for people to partake in that, to get a view of, hey, here's a galaxy, here's what nebula look like. And what we try to impress upon people is that you don't need tens of thousands of dollars of equipment to do this. I always say I'm amazed at what you can see with some ground glass and a tube of metal. So we try to allay that misconception that it's a very expensive hobby where it doesn't have to be.
What's the reaction for people maybe on their first time out? They go to a star party. I bet they're really thrilled by it and amazed at what they can see.
I always call it the wow factor. That you just show it to them and you just hear wow, and you put it in perspective saying, you're looking at something 35 light years away, which is a long distance, and it's this huge, and they're just amazed at it as to what there are. Because one of the things I've noticed too is it's a little misnomer. We say stargazing. Personally, I know I just don't look at stars. I look at galaxies and nebula and star clusters, structures like that. And it's phenomenal. And it puts you in your place when you're thinking, here I am on planet Earth, and I'm looking at not, galaxies. I'm looking at galaxies very, very far away, long walking distance. And it's just a great hobby. It's relaxing. You can spend as much or as little as you want to in the hobby, be it money wise or time wise. And the reason I got started in it was because I didn't want to sit in front of a television at nighttime.
Now, for someone who wants to come to one or all of your star parties, do they have to register in advance or just show up?
For Locust Lake and Hickory Run, you can just show up. Bring a chair, bring a blanket, because they are outside. But Nescapec, I do believe, to see the presentation, it's inside. You do need to register, and it's far enough away now. I won't have information on that on our Facebook page until about another month or 6 weeks or so.
Okay, and that's where you can get all your information, because you have a great Facebook page, but you also have a website. So there's information to be found on the organization itself and these events.
I generally post these star parties about 4 weeks in advance, and all the information's going to be there. You don't need to bring anything. If you want to bring your binoculars, bring binoculars. If you have a telescope, feel free to set it up and ask questions. I do these presentations, and people have a lot of questions, and like I said, then we get to see their wow factor with them.
Today's news feature is brought to you by Feisner's Ford in Freeland, who is celebrating 75 years in business. Give them a call at 570-636-3920, or you can log on to feisnersford.com.
Time now for weather on SSPTV News.
Here's our forecast from the National Weather Service. On Thursday, showers likely, mainly before 3 p.m. It will be cloudy with a high near 67 degrees. We have a 60% chance of precipitation. New precipitation amounts between 1/4 and 1/2 of an inch possible. On Thursday night, a chance of showers and thunderstorms before midnight, then a slight chance of showers between midnight and 3 a.m., patchy fog after 2 a.m., otherwise mostly cloudy with a low around 56 degrees. We have a 30% chance of precipitation. On Friday, patchy fog before 9 a.m., otherwise mostly sunny with a high near 78 degrees. Friday night mostly clear with a low around 58 degrees. Saturday mostly sunny with a high near 83 degrees. Saturday night mostly clear with a low around 61 degrees. Sunday a chance of showers after 3 p.m. mostly sunny with a high near 83 degrees. We have a 30% chance of precipitation. Sunday night a chance of showers before 9 p.m. then showers likely and possibly a thunderstorm between 9 p.m. and 3 a.m. then showers likely after 3 a.m. It will be mostly cloudy with a low around 63 degrees. We have a 60% chance of precipitation. Did you know the Hazleton Area School District offers free breakfast and lunch for kids during the summer months? We'll tell you about the program after this break. In sports, the athletes from the Hazleton Area Unified Track and Field team tell us what their sport is all about and how the team helps them grow as individuals.
The Tamaqua Area Chamber of Commerce will have a summer concert series on the historic Tamaqua Station platform every Thursday at 6:30 p.m. throughout the summer. For more information, you can visit the Chamber's Facebook page. And that's today's Talk of the Town.
SSPTV News would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of the following: Arlene Lucille Liberta, 71 of Hazleton. The service is Friday at 1 p.m. at Calvary Cemetery in Drums. The Joseph A. Moran Funeral Home in Hazleton is handling arrangements. And Carolyn Brown, 58, formerly of McAdoo. The Neal Funeral Home in Cleveland, Texas, handled arrangements.
Tonight's obituaries are being brought to you in part by Harmon Funeral Homes and Crematory, with 2 locations in Rockland and in Drums, 570-384-3312 or 570-788-0977, and go to harmonfuneral.com.